got a big mouth. Ain't out there. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. Your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm going to have to suffer for it. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just, when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is...
What's going on, everyone? It is your girl, Queen Queen, and thank you for joining me on my podcast. I really appreciate it. We will be discussing many topics and things like celebrity gossip, politics, life lessons, and etc. Please think of me as that homegirl that you've been knowing for years. Remember, the motto is never judge a book by its cover before opening it up and reading it, and agree to disagree. Just stand on what you're saying, period. So sit back, relax, please like, share, comment, give feedback, because remember, this show is for the people. Love, peace, and unity. Mwah. What's going on? It is your girl, Queen Queen, and this is Pressure. Put a little spice on it. We're Queen Queen, and this is Hot Topics, where we just talk about different type of things and what is going on in the gossips and the blogs and etc. etc. Let's jump right into it. Kevin Samuel tells women, if you don't want sex on the table, then don't go on dates after 5 p.m. Let's jump into it.
And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3. And understand, when I mean dates, I mean...
Ooh, child. So you telling me we got to start having brunch? Oh my God. This is so... Oh my God. First of all, because, me and one of my friends, shout out to Daniel, because we go back and forth about Kevin Samuels. It be so funny. We be heated, but no, it be definitely all jokes and laughs and, understanding. But anyways, Kevin Samuels to me is very funny at times, and don't get me wrong, he do be right. I'm going to give him 90%. The delivery sometimes just be off the wall, but this is what I'm seeing. So you telling me that if I'm trying to date a dude, we got to go to brunch? Cause you know what I'm saying? Anything. What? Don't go on dates after 5 p.m. Golly. That mean, what if I gotta get settled in? That mean I didn't gotta get out for work and I gotta hurry up. I gotta beat that 5 p.m. Because if we eating, you know what I'm saying? If we eating and it's almost 5, and then by the time we finish, it might be 6. I gotta give up the draw. GTD, getting the draws. He off the rip, gotta get the draws. To me, that is so ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And if someone have the mindset of thinking that, first of all, this has been a big subject because I'm just like, well, women's out here going out on dates knowing that they don't want to be with a dude and they only going out on dates because of, because they want free food. Okay, if you feel that way, that a woman is only using you because she want a free food and she hungry or whatever, if that's the case, I feel like this goes for women and men. Don't go out on dates, period, with people that you do not have a connection with or you don't want to get you don't want to get to know. Like, why waste your time and their time? Your time is precious and so is theirs. So instead of misleading them and going out on a date because you want a free mood or want to try out a place, don't go at all. I'm not even gonna lie, in this generation, it's so much thin line between love and hate. And I was talking about this in my other podcast about the young lady who ended up dying because she went on a date with a man from Bumblebee, and they didn't even want to investigate it because they feel like, oh, she's a beautiful black woman and she was on a dating site with and she ended up going on a date with a white man, so the problem had to be her. You see how sick that is? And I'm just like, I don't, I just really, it's just like, I'm praying that men don't have this mentality to automatically think that, oh, if you ask me on a date and we're not screwing or we're not fit to screw by the end of the night, God, dog, what are you talking about on a date for? Chicken wings? Ladies, hold up your pee. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not pee, but I'm just saying, like, hold up your body is a temple. So, truth be told, get to know people. And then I do think it is healthy to go out on dates and stuff like that. But the way I'm thinking, I'm definitely going to see where a dude intentions is. If I don't even feel the need to even want to talk to him or get to know him or want to be seen in public with him, I'm not going to waste him in my turn. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that is true, that if you do not, that basically if you date somebody after 5 o'clock, then you might as well get ready to drop them drawers, like, to the windows, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my eye. No sweat. So okay. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. So the next subject will be Bill Cosby. Now they coming out with a documentary on Bill Cosby. Let's get into the trailer. Let's see what the trailer is giving.
A lot of people knew, because you can't do what he did unless you have other people supporting what you're doing.
Spanish Fly, the girl with drinking and hello America.
Bill Cosby had been one of my heroes. I'm a black man, stand-up comic. I was born in the 70s. But this?
More trouble for Bill Cosby.
The accusations just keep coming in. This was complicated. How do we talk about Bill Cosby?
It's complex, Kamal, you know.
Bill Cosby was our teacher.
Kind of center of morality all throughout his career.
Made my grandmother laugh, made everybody in the house laugh.
But no, can't speak about Black America in the 20th century and not talk about Bill Cosby.
On that set, I saw Black writers, Black directors.
Did you remember what his job was on the show?
He was a pediatrician.
You know big deal.
Oh, that's right. He delivered babies. Oh my God. You could have been a dentist, for crying out loud, but you weren't. Bill Cosby has been leaving breadcrumbs.
It's my barbecue sauce.
That's people something they get all huggy buggy.
He's just talking about how to drug women.
Beautiful women. They were lined up outside of his dressing room.
What did you think was going on?
He looked at me and he said, "Fooled him again."
You don't often learn that your hero's the worst sorts of villains.
This is just a sad day in the history of Black culture.
It was just like, no, not Bill Cosby. It's tough being a sister saying,
Even though it scares me,
you know now.
I feel like I have to have this discussion.
Not just on television. We thought we knew Cosby. We never knew Cosby.
Oh, so that will be the documentary. Like, it's supposed to be coming out. I don't know exactly when it's supposed to be coming out, but they coming out. You know, you guys, it's coming out. They're working on it. That was the trailer. What do you guys think about this subject? We know he's been back and forth and a lot of controversy has been around it. I think I did a podcast about it a while ago, and I'm just, like I said, and say, with R. Kelly, with Bill Cosby and different type of people, right is right, wrong is wrong. Any celebrity, I really do think that we need to stop putting them so much on a pedestal where it's oh, I can't believe they'll do that. Like, oh no, he's this, he's that. And like he said up here and say, he's been talking about it. He's been leaving breadcrumbs here and there, but people is not looking into it. Now, one thing I respect about Bill Cosby is the simple fact is that he had basically put out a positive image of Black people. You see what I'm saying? But don't let that blindside you from the person and the man that he really was. And at the end of the day, he could have fooled a lot of people. That goes for pastors. Y'all out here worshiping these pastors, these, Juanita Bonners and TD Jakes and all these people. And then next thing you know, when they come out with a scandal, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You guys be diehard fans, ready to nuck and buck on somebody behind your favorite. That's, truth be told, your favorite anything. So I am probably a tune in and just watch it. But I'm not even gonna lie, even with the R. Kelly, I never seen the whole documentary of the R. Kelly because it was definitely a lot. And I just feel like, I think I watched something of Bill Cosby and it was on a YouTube channel. The lady was giving a background of Bill Cosby and his marriage, and it wasn't a long clip. It was like a 10 or 11 minute clip, and it was crazy because even the information that she put out that I never knew about, it did kind of make me think that a lot of these allegations that is going on with Bill Cosby is true. It's true. And a lot of people look past that because Mr. Cosby, Bill Cosby, he's the putty man. He got a TV show and he is a doctor and his wife was a lawyer. You guys, this is the reason why you have to understand it's a different in reality and it's a different in TV and someone playing a role. This man on Insecure just said he got slapped in the face because a crazy fan was up here going based off of a character that he's played, and she was pissed off. First of all, your behind would have been in jail, and you better be lucky you don't pull back another in the process of laying your hands on me. So you guys have to get out that image. What do you guys think about it? Do you feel like it's fair? One thing I do not like that I don't feel like it's fair is that how, and this is not taking up for Bill Cosby or Kelly, all I'm saying is that keep that same energy all around because it's a lot of white celebrities that are like they got a lot of stuff going on that is just as serious, and nobody never wants to do a documentary on them. Why not? Make it make sense because it ain't to me. But yeah, I definitely do not agree with that. I do feel like that they should come out with, if you're gonna do a documentary and bring awareness, that's fine. But please make it make sense to the point where that it's all around the table. Like you're not only doing black celebrities or black people that that you feel like there was at the height of their success and they have a lot of stuff going for themselves. Don't be no fool. Okay, so next subject is a 17-year-old and her mother get mixed reviews after TikTok video goes viral. Let's see if it's clear.
Hello. He told me throw it back about. So I took this motherfucker on his back.
So, it was singing some songs. I don't want to get my stuff flagged. But it says a 17-year-old and her mother faced backlash after the teen revealed that her mother signed consent papers for her to get a BBL. Teen says that she will be getting her procedure done. Apparently, the age of consent is 17 with permission from the minor's guardian. Okay, so this is really sad to me. What do you guys think? What age do you feel like a person really should be getting it? I think over here in the USA, over here, you have to at least be 18. I don't know, because I'm not going to lie. I never been just so full thrown where I want surgery at a young age. I wasn't even thinking about surgery at 17. But this is the stuff that this is what this generation is about. It's sad, and I understand it's gonna be a lot of people that's pissed off and disgusted, but you guys have to understand, in this world, in this society, this is exactly how it is. Look at all this stuff. Look at the lyrics and the songs when it come down to women and females. Let's just keep it real. The female rappers, they are talking about sucking peen, eating cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, what else is they talking about? Not only, sucking peen, eating cool, trick a nigga, do this, do that. Like, it be just like the stuff that they're pointing to for her to even want a BBL at 17. Come on, you guys. How many of you guys felt that way at that age? We definitely wasn't thinking about that. Our parents wasn't even barely even letting us stay on the phone all night. Don't be on that phone all night, and let alone signing paperwork for a BBL. But everybody do anything for clout. Everybody want to do stuff for attention. So instead of you sitting over here trying to point to your daughter and letting her know that, hey, sweetie, you know what I'm saying, whoever wants you is going to want you. First of all, forget whoever wants you. You're 17. You're not even out of the way legal. You know what I'm saying? But still, wait. I'm 32 years old, and I tell people all the time, I'm just now getting the body that I probably want. I always had like a little frame and everything, even after my kids. But when I tell y'all them 30s hit different, when I tell you I start growing in all the right areas to the point where I'm loving everything about me. The things that I thought that was insecure, well, the things that I thought that, that made me insecure about me, I'm living in it. I'm enjoying it because you know why? People paying good money for these big lips. This, you know what I'm saying, this little body that's spreading, these tits or whatever, this natural thing that I have going on. So it's a way to embrace yourself. So I just hate if my daughters, I have two daughters, I would hate for my daughters to come to me and feel like, hey mom, I would love if you give me this thing. Like, come on now. The same way how they feel with transgenders that they need to go through therapy and do this and do that. That's the same thing that they should have did with this young lady. People like, oh yeah, well she gonna get it anyway. Well then she would have to get it on her time, on her dime. But I'm not fit to, as a parent, allow my kids to be in a situation and I don't speak up on it. Make it make sense. So yeah, what do you guys think about it? Do you feel like at the end of the day that's too young, or do you feel like you do not mind your kids or your future kids to express themselves? You rather be the one that basically, put it out there in the forefront if something does happen. Okay. Next subject, because since we're on that, next subject is Chloe Bailey calls out fans for comparing her against Sister Haley. It's shallow and disturbing. Let's see what she says. During her interview, Chloe made it known that she had a bone to pick with the public. I hate when people online consistently try to compare my sister and I. It is the most shallow, most disturbing thing, said the star. The comparison being made between the two are that Chloe has more sex appeal, while Haley, I think it's Haley or Holly, I don't know, I forgot how she pronounced it, is more reserved. Chloe goes on to talk about how the public ridicule her for being too sexy. She says that that's what self-love is. So, baby, everybody know Chloe being ever since that busted challenge when she dropped it down to the floor and was showing that butt and them tits and and was straddling it and showing that she got good knees. Baby, she been on 10 ever since. Everything she does is like over the top, overly sexualized. And that's what people say. And I think people are so caught up in the fact of Chloe Bailey came on the scene, first of all, as a kid. And then on top of that, they always had like this little, sad, this little, sisterly, toned down, very conservative type of vibe. So for her to come in and she's always showing her breasts and she's twerking and she's showing her skin, she's saying that this is her definition of self-love. She loves her body and she loves to show it. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. But they're feeling like she's overdoing it. But I remember, I think even her sister even came to her defense and was just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's been like this. The only difference is now the public is starting to see it. And I think Chloe said the same thing. She was just like, and people that really know me and my personality knows that this is me. If anything, she felt like she was being more fake with this persona of her being too, like a little too, a little too girl, a little too, like conservative. That's not her. And we have to understand once again, separate the music away from the artist, the human being. So I do understand when she sit up here and say, like, stop comparing me and my sister. Because my thing is, I'm not doing this because I'm in competition with my sister. We're blood. This ain't no duet. This ain't no City Girls. This ain't no Miami and JT. Like, we're blood sister. We grew up on love. And I love the way that they're not letting that go against them. Because we got people like Tamar Braxton, it's that that can get very jealous and envious of their siblings when they get a certain type of attention and they don't. And I'm glad that she definitely put that out there, and she was just like, it's very shallow, it's wrong, it's disturbing. Like, I'm over here looking sexy and good, and then next thing you know, you guys are running to my little sister page talking about, oh, you're boring, you're this, you're that. Like, that's wrong, you guys. And then you wonder why this girl on this topic I just talked about, she's 17 years old, trying to get her mom to get her a BBL, a freaking BBL. So definitely I do think, and I'm gonna close it with that, I do think that we need to, as the people, to understand that everyone is different. That's what make us us. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what make you you. Thrive off of you and your talent. If you're so busy worried about the next person, you will never succeed in life. Period, Pooh. You see what I'm saying? Like, stop being so focused on, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta look what they doing. You can't look at other people's success and then want to be like them. Or you know what I'm saying, or you feel like, oh, that's working for them, so I'm gonna try it. I never forget, like, for example, inspiration could come from anybody. You can look at somebody and being inspired, but don't look at somebody's growth and their business or their passion, and then you want to get into it because you think that it's going to take off for you too. You don't know what these people have to do behind closed doors to get where they at. So before you sit over here and try to put yourself in their shoes and be like, okay, well, this worked for them, so let me follow everything they doing. Don't do that, because you know what I'm saying, what God has for you is for you. You know, I have to congratulate and be happy for my friends and my loved ones because it's them. You see what I'm saying? Like, because I love them and I want to see them succeed, because when my blessing come, when my dreams and stuff like that are being fulfilled, I don't want to have to sit up here and, you know, do it all alone, or people to feel jealous or envious of me and feel like, oh, we do this. I want to be able to celebrate with people that's genuinely happy for me. That's the reason why you guys have to get out the mindset of waiting for support. Just do it. And then don't worry about somebody else grow. Like I said, for instance, I love the fact, that was a prime example. I love the fact how, hey, Holly, her younger sister, that is a little bit more reserved. I'm glad the fact she hasn't been tempted to be like, well, my sister is getting all the views, you know, she's getting all the attention, so let me spice it up. Let me show a little bit more cleavage. Because if that's not her, then she needs to stay in her lane. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a lane and a route for her sister that's going to take her different places. So at the end of the day, let people flourish in their own lane versus trying to make them blend in. If Chlöe, the older sister, want to show every inch of her body, and that's something that she loves to do, let her do that. If she feel like that separates her from the brand and what she got going on, maybe that's her. We got to get out there. She going through something. She doing too much. How? No, you're doing too little. And that's the reason why you're watching her and she's not watching you. Come on now. That's a word. That's why your enemies and your haters and people that's envious, jealous of you, they so busy watching you. You gotta understand, they watching you. You can't respond to every negative thing that a person sit up here and say. See, I'm gonna start going off. You guys, I'm gonna pause it right there, because there I feel like I'm finna go in, because I'm finna give y'all some turn your page to and I'm just saying, but but yeah, I just wanted to wrap it up on that to let you guys know, be yourself. Just know that being you will take you way farther than trying to keep up or paying attention on somebody else. You can't pass your test. You can't pass your test when you too busy looking at the other person trying to see their answers. Come on now. Come on, let me say that for the people in the back. You cannot pass your test or focus on your test and your questions because you too busy trying to look at the other person for the answers. At the end of the day, you don't even know if the stuff is mixed up. So why you trying to figure out, dang, did they write A on number one? Baby, your number one can be they number 20. So you so busy trying to copy all their answers and worried about them and what they got going on. You didn't sit up here and messed up your whole route. Your route is now delayed. So I'm gonna leave it on that note because I thought I started going in. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, comment. You guys give me feedback. If I post any type of like polls or questions, I would love if you guys respond back to them. Of course, if you guys have any questions, voice message that you guys want to leave, please do so. I'm all for it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love, peace, and unity. Mwah!